Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are back into a little bit of an investment cycle here, and that is of course because we are working on upgrading our castles, and those will be done upgrading soon enough. After this guy, we will definitely be going back to expansion, but we're going to be seeing a big power bump here, and that is great. Now, we could definitely deal with our vassal limit here, and we could usurp the Kingdom of Kassala. That might not actually be a terrible idea right now. What's going on over here? Oh, that's this kingdom. Right. That actually isn't important to us. Okay. We already determined that last episode. That was not going to be a thing. Now, keep in mind the Pope could continue crusading against us, but after that first loss, I don't see a universe where he actually wins against us unless he happens to get some particularly good timing. We'll see if that happens, but we have definitely taken over quite a lot of territory over this way. We're going to continue spreading, and we have been, even though we're not, actively attempting to spread. So that is a thing. We're definitely expanding just through virtue of our vassals, and that is wonderful. Very, very pleased to see that, but we need to continue working on our own personal power levels. Otherwise, we're going to continue to have very messy successions, and that is the last thing that we want. Now, keep in mind, we're currently working on royal prerogative here, and that is so that we can go up to absolute crown authority and get a lot more powerful. So that will be great. Household soldiers will be done in 14 months. That will be not too long from now, and that will allow us to expand our men-at-arms as well. So banking up our income right now is not a terrible idea. We're going to easily spend it all as soon as these castles are done. And behind that, we also have men-at-arms upgrading to do. So that is all something that is very, very important right now. There's also this castle that is not finished upgrading, and there's also these castles over here that the county needs to be converted in culture in order to get those actually moved over. Our mother has died in someone's dungeons. Okay, we're not very happy about that apparently, but it's fine. We can put this guy in as our marshal, and actually, I'm okay with that. He has maxed opinion of us, so that's fantastic. He has pretty good job. He does a pretty good job as well. So he is currently increasing our levy size by 27%. And we need that right now because we need to bulk up our on-paper power, just to prevent factionalism and AI declaring war on us. That is the primary goal at this exact moment. We're going to be finishing up these keep upgrades quite soon, and so we're just banking up that income. We can sell our minor titles and extort subjects. Actually, we can extort subjects this year. We can't sell minor titles until, well, 73. I did that right at the end of the last episode, so there's that. So that's kind of caught up with where we are right now. We're rather large, and we're continuing to grow. But I do want to continue to grow at a faster pace. Look at that. The Byzantine Empire has holdings in Ireland. I like it. That's actually hilarious. Wonderful. Very, very pleased to see that. Foreign vassals are expecting council positions. Did I say foreign vassals? Powerful vassals are expecting council positions. They're not going to get them because we only have so many council positions. So that is just fine. We can now extort our subjects, and so we shall. Now, where are my loyal subjects? We're going to take the 500 gold, and that gold will immediately get invested into hound pens. And homesteads over here. Excellent. What we're looking for right now is additional cash generation, and anything that generates us additional levies right now is just a nice bonus. We do have a dangerous faction brewing, and who is this? Tengri Populace. Okay, this is actually a little bit surprising. Do we have liver's pox? Okay, apparently not. But one of our concubines does. Fair enough. So, I mean, we could get this guy out of the faction, probably. But it doesn't really matter who we remove from this faction. It's maybe this person. We don't have anybody? I was under the impression that we had... we have a son, but we don't have a daughter. Okay. Well, problem solved. There we go. That will get them down below the threshold. Perfect. This guy's also at 93 opinion of us and is just chilling in the faction. How rude. What a jerk. Okay. So these castles up here are now 7 months and 8 months away from finishing. It's going to be a little while before they're done. But we are definitely going to be able to spend this income that we've got. We've got 53 days here, so that's going to be another 550 gold gone, plus 200 for each of these. And we're going to have these county conversions done fairly soon as well. So that is all something to think about. Our monthly income is boosted, of course, because we're in wealth focus, but there's our household soldiers, and that immediately means that we want, at this point, as previously discussed, we want armored horsemen as our men-at-arms. There was some discussion in the comments about this, and it seems like people are mostly okay with us getting armored horsemen. We can't get them right now, so for now we're going to go for light horsemen, but we will replace them later. Now, I'm not going to focus on increasing the size of these for a little bit, for obvious reasons, because we are planning on replacing them. We'll get this castle upgrading. Wonderful. And with this gold, should we work on our men-at-arms, or should we work instead on saving up additional gold for these castles? I mean, these are going to be finishing up very soon here. Or some of them are. I think actually we're reasonably fine to boost up our mangonels. This isn't going to cost us all of our cash. So we'll do that. And our horse archers are how much each? 135? It's like 300 each, so like 900 total. I'm going to do it. We're going to boost those up. I'm not interested right now in boosting our light horsemen for the moment. Soon enough, I will be interested in that. But that is not a thing right now at this exact moment. And that is because we're going to be having a number of these castles over here finishing up. There's a bit of a gap with these three, and that's okay. But Mumo finishes up now, so we will immediately go for holding pens. Now, we do have military outposts here, and did we decide that that was what we wanted? I think so. We must have. Otherwise, I would have replaced that, right? I must have decided that previously. We must stop the villain behind this, indeed. So we have a lot of castles under construction at this exact moment. Our monthly income has dropped. Is that because of this guy? No? Okay. Oh, it's because we're reinforcing our men-at-arms, of course. I'm a moron. Okay, so we can upgrade this over here. That'll be the hound pens as well. And then we're just lacking cash to do some upgrading here. Sounds great. We have an empty chancellor position here, and we're going to give it to this guy because that's what he's good at. Losing 300 gold, huh? Honestly, we're just going to lose the stress. I'd rather not lose the cash right now. We do need to get our hound pens upgraded here for another 12 gold is what we need. We'll imprison this guy. And we'll see about ransoming back any prisoners that we have. Up to 2 characters. Okay, sounds good. We'll get this hunting pens immediately constructing. Perfect. So we will need to upgrade all of these. This castle will be done in just 15 days. Sounds good to me. This will, of course, continue to increase our monthly income. And yeah, as our men-at-arms are getting more and more ready to go, yeah, we're making a lot more money, as expected. So these light horsemen are only 85 to increase in size. That's definitely something to consider. We can ransom off a couple of prisoners, and let's go ahead and do so. He's already considering a proposal from us. We can also demand a few payments, and that is probably something that we want to do. That's only 11 gold. Okay. That's 50. Sounds good. Okay. So, when are these castles going to finish their construction? It looks like the answer to that is about 4 months. And of course, this one's a long ways away. So honestly, I think our best bet at this point is to start increasing our light horsemen for now. We'll take that up to size 7. And we'll max that out on our next payment. Excellent. Actually, yeah, our next payment should do the trick. And we're probably going to have one of our constructions idling for a moment, but that's okay. Any moment now we'll get paid. Any moment now. There we go. Okay, so there's all of our men-at-arms maxed out for now. Once we get access to Arched Saddle, we will replace these with our Armored Horsemen. But for right now, that's not a thing. What got exposed next? Oh, Armillary Sphere. That's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. Okay. I'm sad about that, but after Royal Prerogative, we'll go for Arched Saddle, I feel like. That'll be okay. How are these constructions going? We should be starting to see some of these finishing up soon. Yeah, definitely. Our keep has been constructed here, and we're definitely going to upgrade our hunting grounds over here. And we do have another 3 months here. We do have a dangerous faction brewing. This is Independence. All these guys are reasonably happy with us. What a bunch of jerks. Okay. We do anything with this guy? What's he upset about? Just because we're at peace. Fair enough. I mean, we're Tengri, so that's going to be a thing. He has up to 91 opinion of us now. Yeah, that's a thing. So these guys are angry, and what do we want to do about it? Well, first off, we can take Avaricious. Very nice. Secondly, we can start pulling people out of this faction, but they're just continually joining. Or we can fight this Independence faction, and I feel like that might be our best bet right now. Our keep has just been constructed up over here, and that means that we want to upgrade this ASAP. I'm strongly considering... Hang on a moment. Look at this. We have a domain limit. So that means that we can revoke that from this guy, and there's absolutely no problem with this because he is a baron. That's fine. He'll always accept that. So that will get this back under our direct control. That's great. And we'll also get these hound pens upgrading. Now, part of the reason that they're upset at us is because we keep taking gold from them. There's no doubt about that. But there's our meadows constructed. And yeah, we just have a bunch of constructions finishing up over here. You can see we're up to 42k now. But they're up to 130%. This guy is the new faction leader, and he has 15%. We can definitely bounce this faction if we choose to. The question is, do we choose to? Or do we want to fight them? I'm leaning towards fighting them. I really am. That said, there will likely be other factions behind them because of the lowering of the threshold. There's also peasant rabble brewing. Yeah, we need to think about whether we want to fight this or not. I mean, we can definitely win against these guys. There's no doubt about that. For sure, we can win. But we don't have to fight them if we don't want to. And maybe that is important to us. That said, we should definitely be building our royal armories over here, so we'll wait for a month tick for that. I mean, if we bounce this, that'll give us 20% extra levies from this domain, not overall. So that's something to think about as well. We did just convert this county in culture, so we need to continue to work on promoting culture over this way. And that's fine. These guys are total jerks. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, they're a little angry because we're at peace here, and that's because we have the Warmonger tenet as part of our faith. Now, that's something that I'm aware of, and we've been at peace for a while. We could declare a war to get rid of that, but I don't have faith that that will actually disband this faction or reduce its power enough. So I think that we're just going to fight them and call it good. That's kind of the plan right now. So we are going to go ahead and construct royal armories here to boost up our levies from this region. I mean, you can see how many troops we're getting from over here. It's quite a lot. In all honesty, that is a good amount of troops. So I think we allow this to fire. And I think we're okay. Like, this guy only has 6,000 troops. Where is he located? Okay, he is down here. This is his capital. So we would end up needing to raise our troops. But we don't exactly know how many of these would rebel. One thing we could do is preemptively raise troops here. It would take 5 months to raise, though, so I think instead we're just going to raise our troops down this way. We'll need somewhere around 5,000 levy troops, and then our shiny new men-at-arms. Newly expanded, rather. So we'll just go ahead and do this. I think this will be fine. 15,000 levy troops is more than enough. We've got our men-at-arms here as well. Okay. We can start marching into his capital. We'll see when he decides to declare this. He is currently here, and yeah, this is his realm, right? Same guy? Same guy. Keeping an eye on that. There it is. Same guy. I will not be threatened. So we're going to rally the troops. Obviously, they're going to join in the independence war here. This is okay. We don't mind. We're going to make our way on up. And we should be able to win this quite handily. I don't think we'll have a problem here. We're going to take quite a lot of attrition moving up this way. I'm not a fan of that, if I'm honest. This is a whole lot of attrition up this way, actually. But okay. I mean, we've got plenty of other troops behind us. We can ransom this guy, and I guess we can do that. That'll be fine. Now, there is another faction behind this, and we knew that would be happening. We knew that this threshold would go down, but we absolutely want an alliance with her if she's 20% of our power. So we will go ahead and... That's a grandson. That's not very helpful, is it? Yeah, we're running low on children. That's right. Indeed. Well, we'll keep an eye on that for now. That's not very far above the threshold. So I think that'll be okay. And we're just going to take crushing attrition moving up this way. Just from these entries. See, this is one thing that I must say I'm not a fan of CK3 on, is these entry attritions. I don't think that's a very fun mechanic, if I'm honest. I don't mind the supply mechanic. I think that's actually pretty cool. But I don't like the attrition entry mechanic. That said, we'll make our way up here, drop off a siege force. And only 45 days on that siege. So let's go ahead and leave our mangonels. And we're going to leave, say, these guys. And then everyone else, we're going to chase on up this way. Let's just keep chasing. Yeah, we're going to continue to take some attrition on these entries. I really don't like that mechanic. I think that that's not a fun mechanic. But he's running out of space to run, so that's okay. No big deal here. In fact, we may catch him here, and we do. So that's great. Some enemies left the war. Is this just ticking war score? Yeah, that's just ticking. He's not going to have ticking for long. Excellent. That puts us up to 17%. We're going to split this force, and we're going to send half of them up over to here. And yeah, that's just so much attrition from movement there. We definitely want to make sure that we have a siege phase commander in this army. So let's see if we got one over here. I don't really care about the actual battle advantage. All I want is somebody like this. Excellent. And realistically, we would like the same thing in both of these, but it's okay for now. We're at 17% war score, and this is going to finish sieging in a month. So I think we're okay. We have ticking war score on our side now. And actually, that dangerous faction went away. So these guys are going to be 15 and 16 months. We're just going to continue to siege down over this direction. It will be fine. We do have gold coming in still, and so I want to continue to work on upgrading over here. Excellent. So, of course, we deliberately chose to allow this to happen, the particular situation that we're in right now. He is raising up troops over here. To that end, we're going to come up this way. And these guys are going to come down over here and see about defeating this force. So that'll be fine. We'll need to arrive and take over that siege, which will happen shortly. Right about now. And over we head. Okay. So we're at 33% war score at this time. And then I think we'll leave these guys up here and we'll head up over this way, perhaps. There is that force there. But that's okay. Now, where is she at? Ah, she's off over here. Wait. She's the war leader now? The old war leader died of heart failure. Okay. That's very good to know. So we need to work our way down this way. Okay. That'll be the plan then. So we're going to move up over here, and then these guys will start shifting down this direction. We're at 45% war score, so we are getting war score for sieging this. That's great. And we're going to move these guys down momentarily, right about now. Actually, they can come down over to here. Sounds good. We catch this force, of course. No problem. We'll go ahead and let that marriage happen. And then these guys, they're going to come down over to here. That's the next target. And these, yeah, they'll stay where they're at. I think that's okay. We do have ticking war score on our side still. So we're at 59% war score right now. We do have 6% from battles. We're going to get a little bit more over here, I hope. So that'll be good. In we go. We do have another faction brewing, and which one is this? Okay, this is Persian Tengri Populace. That's not a big deal if it pops, but I also don't necessarily believe that it will at the rate we're going here. That said, it's only 5 months away. We may not have this done within 5 months. We'll keep an eye on that. It did just tick down below the threshold. So that's very good. We won another battle. And we're going to get these guys slow sieging over here. And we're going to fast siege here. So we're just making our way down at this point. That's all that we're doing. Getting as much siege progress as possible. And actually, yeah, that faction went away. So I'm very pleased about this. This is going very well. Okay, it's back, but I don't expect it to be super back. Yeah, 14 months now. So that's great. This guy is now the war leader. He is way over here. We're never going to get there. Okay, sounds good. We're going to move down over here. We're currently at 74% war score. 75. Aviaries have been constructed. That is, of course, just fine. We're very pleased about that. We're going to work on upgrading our camp cooks over here for now, since that's what we can afford to upgrade. 7 months on this siege, and just 20 days on this one. We could become friends with this duke, and sure, we'll do that. Friends are always a good thing to have. We're going to move down over to here with our siege force. 77% right now. 88%. So really, by the time this finishes, we expect this war to be over. Let's see what's going on with our factions behind the scenes here. Okay, 20 months. We've got plenty of time. We're going to take this force over and stack wipe these guys. And in we go. We're up to 90% war score now. $92. Our rival died. Great. This should end the war right here, this siege. This is what I expect. And boom. War is over. Enforce demands and disband our troops. Perfect. That went very, very well. With that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue our castle investment. We're getting very close at this point. We just need some cash. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.